And today, as you can see, we are right at the entrance for the Foundry. This is a park created by Poops It Out. His first park was called Bennington Farms. And the description, it's a long description, but basically it gives a little backstory. It says that this valley is this word is kind of blurred out, so I can't really know what that says. So it's something of a great battle of myth and legend, and the final resting place of the mythical blacksmith Hepatus. What is known for sure is that the unknown black metal has been found in odd formations. Though scientists have worked tirelessly, they can't even scratch the stuff. Might as well build some rides on it. Come and enjoy 13 rides and 4 coasters, with the highlight being Minerva, a fast and furious ride over, under, and through the surrounding buildings and landscape. Can you find all the rides hidden amongst the Foundry? Come in and enjoy the day at the park. Please like and share if you take time and enjoy the park. We are here at the entrance to the park, and I turned it to nighttime since that's what the creator said the best time is. And I mean, what a look right there as you're at the entrance. That's phenomenal. Really, really well done. And when talking to this creator, when talking to Poops is the short phrase of what I call when I talk to him. So when talking to Poops, he talked about how he gave his son the option to decide what building piece or what building set to use and what colors to use as well as the terrain or the map. So desert, black and red with the castle set. So he said it was pretty tough at times, but as we can see already, this is just absolutely phenomenal and good use of pieces, the wood pieces for the ceiling, but since it's nighttime, it doesn't necessarily look like the wood. And then there you've got the temple pieces. This is just spectacular. And so this was called the Twisted something. Oh my gosh, this is one of those. Okay, we'll ride this ride at the end. So thank you to MavsFan4 for your font. So I'm guessing this font right here is by MavsFan4, who does tremendous signs and buildings and stuff signs and fonts and all that kind of stuff. So right back here, I mean, this doesn't really go anywhere, but you can tell this is, oh, actually, no, that is an exit. My bad. So first thing that we're going to look at is the haunt. And you can just see the detail on these cues. It's just insane. I mean, the lights are perfect. The kind of creepiness to it, since it's called the haunt. The roof, I mean, maybe that part's a little bit low, but this is just really tough to make it look good and realistic when we can't slant roof pieces. And that looks phenomenal. So we need to ride this ride at night. There we go. And I love that operator's booth too. That is really well done. I mean, just wow. That's all you really have to say. I mean, as we I want to go this way, there is one spot I wanted to look at that is just here we go. I mean, the detail. Like what in the world? And look at the detail on the roof up there. I didn't realize and the coaster goes through that. What? I mean, this is just this is insane. This is like I know everybody kind of references this creator, but I mean this is like NH99 level of detailing on stuff, and it's just amazing to see everybody's craft in this game because everybody's so like we're all I don't know, it's this game allows so much freedom, and it's just amazing to see how people utilize that. And like I feel like I'm pretty good with doing coasters and realism stuff, but this kind of detailing, I wouldn't even know where to begin with this. Like creating this building and I mean like even using these pieces here, like what are those pieces even? The diner pieces. Like who would think to use the diner pieces on a haunted house? Like this is crazy. And then using the Viking or the Quinn Dynasty roof pieces. I mean, it's just the creativity that you guys have is just insane and amazing. But that was just awesome. I mean, there's nothing else to say. And it looks like the vast majority of the rides in this park are skinned to some extent. So the Belly of the Beast, Dragon's Run, Minerva, and is that the Omened or the Damned? I don't know if that's supposed to be an O or a D. Um, Insane. So let's go ahead and look to the left. And it looks like in here we got a little food place. Okay, I like how you've got the entry and exit point kind of. And then back here, just um, another. Wow, I can't speak. I can't think of what it is. ATM. There we go. We got a little restaurant in here. Nice. Well done. Apparently nobody wants to eat food right now. And so we've got this flat ride here, which created this massive building just for the flat ride. And that's so cool though how you create it where the pendulum will kind of swing through. You got the same thing on the other side. So we got to watch this thing. I mean, this is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, then even like look at the queue for this. The queue is so detailed with the buildings and stuff. Really impressive, man. Really impressive. So this is Torment. I guess since we're here, let's go ahead and look at Torment, whatever Torment is. Watch this just be a basic flat ride, and it's this detailed. Yep. Oh, this is this kind of flat ride. Okay. I mean, the amount of detail you put on everything is crazy. It's crazy, crazy. And then you're also using those like serpent pieces as part of that sign. That's really cool. So I don't want to miss anything. So now we're kind of heading down. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Can we walk this way? Nope. But that's really, really awesome. So Legion's Keep. Refreshments. We got another food area. Yeah, so obviously this whole park's like castle themed. Um, really cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to go this way or to the left. I guess we'll go this way, and we'll kind of work our way back. Like that sign, so you called it Kids Zone. Let's see what you do with your Kids Zone. Oh my gosh, is that glass? Oh, that's insane. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Wow. That is so cool and so well done. I love the fencing there. Love that realism aspect of it. I like that you've used some rocks and stuff like that to try to add a little bit of detail to the desert landscape and these kind of dead trees because let's be real, you're not going to, in this type of environment, you're not going to have living trees. So we got another refreshment spot with another ATM machine. But oh, that is so cool. That really is. Looks like we got We got a coaster here, so it's gonna be a kids coaster. So it's called Dragon's Run. Okay. We have to try to keep track of time to keep this under an hour, because this would be tough on this ride or this park. All right. So once again, nice queue. So if we're going to ride the coaster, it's a junior coaster, and don't really need to look at the stats for junior coaster. We all know what a junior coaster does. And just even adding the detail here of the lights on the lift hill by having those custom lights is really, really cool and impressive. Well, if that's a sign of what we have to come with all the other coasters, that's phenomenal. And man, you revolutionized the kids coaster. You got to double up, and then over here you got to double down. What? I feel like I've only seen that on wooden coasters. You just revolutionized the kids coaster genre of coasters. No, I'm just kidding. But either way, this is phenomenal and very smooth ride too. I mean, there were not I don't even think there's a single spot that I saw that I was like, okay, that needs to be smoothed out more or anything like that. I mean, that was really, really well done. And then we got Wheel of Death. So I guess that was the word damned on the previous ride. Because it looks like it's just with that format. The D looks a little bit different. But yeah, once again, we got this Ferris wheel here. I'm guessing this is what the cue's to. Yep. But like as you're right here, you just get beautiful views of that RMC coaster and of this tower right here. It looked like we had something else over here too. I mean, this is insane. As you can see, it's at 66%. So with the detail that Poops uses in this park, with having 4 coasters, all of this incredible detail, he made it work on the PS4 without using the glitch. That is just insane. It's just called Rapture. So I think this is the queue to the flat ride. Yep. But I wanted to go ahead and look at all the queues because your queues are so decked out and detailed. Only thing I'd say is maybe making the roof a little bit taller just with how this is hanging out. People are hitting their heads on it, and you obviously don't really want it to be to a point where a guest could just like grab one of those and do something stupid with it. All right, so I guess it was good that we went to the left at first. It just almost reminds me of like Hogwarts or something with all these massive like it's like we're in this massive castle. Oh, what? I I was not expecting this. What in the world? I don't know how we're gonna get this under an hour, but we're gonna have to. Um, like I'm just so like lost for words right now with everything. This is insane. And then you look at this queue for this flat ride, and this one goes up here, so you get an aerial view of the entire park with it. Although it looks like there we might need to ride in the daytime just for the sake of being able to see the ride. Because this could be like one of those where you kind of at one point kind of ran out of counter. So I've had that before where I wasn't able to put down as many lights as I wanted. I mean, just the detail here is just insane. All right. So it's a Twisted Transit. I don't think I've ever ridden one of these before. Oh, is this the one that takes you around the whole park? Let me see. Yeah, so this one takes you around the whole park. So we'll actually, if we have time, we'll ride that at the end or kind of uh, just kind of go around the queue or around where it takes you. And really nice use of the temple pieces as well. And then we come out here and we've got another coaster called the Belly of the Beast. So for this one, we're going to turn to daytime because it looked like there weren't any lights on the coaster when I saw that view earlier. And then we'll turn it back to nighttime for the rest of the tour. But this is, I mean, look at this. He made a hand. And then all this other terrain usage is just insane. Like, how is this only your second park, dude? This is 50 times better than anything I've made. And I've been playing this game like a year, like everybody else. This is insane. So let's take a look at the stats. Everything's all green, which is great. So it's got a pretty good height for one of these launch coasters. 7 inversions, 6 counts of airtime. Let's go ahead and take a ride on the coaster. Wow, 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 wow. Um, so I'm guessing since it says terrain coaster counter at 100%, meaning couldn't add more detail that he maybe wanted to add. Just wowza. The entire the entire terrain, basically the whole ride, is hugging the terrain that's been moved up to kind of match where the coaster's at. Just insane. And one thing I want to point out too, and I wanted to wait until we rode some of the other coasters, is, and I am going to put a link below to Bennington Farms, which was his first park that Jasmine and I actually um, did a spotlight on. But the coasters need some smoothing in that one. And when I talked to him about it, I believe he didn't really understand or know the smoothing tool at that point since that was his first park. And for this to be the rides in this park, the coasters being the first time he's truly like really understood the smoothing technique and stuff, that's just insane. Especially to do custom inversions like this is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to actually ride the. We're gonna ride this back to the entrance. So I believe we've done everything on this area. Okay. Probably go two. We can probably go ×2 speed here. This is this is quite creepy, man. Oh, that'd be a little scary. I don't know how she's super excited. Let's see if we can yeah, there we go. All right, so now we come out of the underground. Oh, that is such a cool look right there. I wish the coaster was going down the hill right now. That's really a really cool look. I've never built one of these transit rides, but I'm guessing this roof, I'm guessing that's a setting that you can, or an option that you can have when you're building pieces of track. But that's a really cool thing. Obviously, it's like the one at Disney World would be my guess. Is that a door we're about to go through? That almost looks like it could be, yeah. It almost looked like that little chain to take you straight up. Okay. I don't think this is actually the main one yet. I mean, the detail on all of these buildings is just insane. Yeah, there's that Minerva ride, which we are definitely saving for last. Since he said it's the star attraction. I'm impressed with how quickly you made this park too. And then look at you right there, adding that protective fencing, and that was perfect timing. Oh, this is cool. I remember seeing this. Yeah, that's a cool little touch. Let's just speed this up just a little bit. All right, that's going to be... Oh, you know what? Well, that doesn't help. It just exits you right back where you clicked on the ride. I guess that makes sense. All right, let's see if there's a way to get up this way or if we have to revert course. We got to revert course. Okay. So you made that a destination point. All right, so let's go this way. I don't know why I still had it on ×2 speed. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it. Yeah, I mean, just really cool touches throughout this whole park. This is insane. So Torment, we already looked at that. Let's head around this way. So Minerva and... All right. Yeah, that's a cool touch, having that tram kind of go by. Dude, you took... Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. This is... Okay, so you obviously use fences there. What'd you use for the lights? Oh, that's the actual... that's the actual ride. But then you put all this other... All these gears, these supports. Dude, this is insane. All right, so here's the hybrid coaster. Oh, now this is a cool station. I need to do something like this sometime. This is really well done. Wow. Oh, and I love that operator's booth. They've got a door right there. Only thing I'd say is, oh, there needs to be some kind of window for them to obviously look here at the coaster and everybody waiting in line. But I guess maybe they can kind of see out of that if they need to. But this is awesome. Wow. So let's look at the stats. Everything in green once again. Biggest drop 159 feet. G-forces look good. Max speed 70 miles per hour. Almost a mile long in track. So airtime count 2. Number of inversions 5. Oh, we got 3 cars going. You know what? Here, hold on. Before we ride this coaster, we're gonna turn it to daytime. Because I just hate seeing that light, especially when you ride front bumper mode. Wow, that is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. This is I mean, just insane. And the fact that, once again, the fact that you've gone from not really understanding smoothing to making these custom inversions smooth as butter is just insane to me. And once again, we can now see what it looks like in the daytime, which it looks really good in the daytime. But obviously, looking at it at night is definitely the way to go with how you lit it up and everything. You've got all these tunnels. I mean, I love how you put this fencing around this car ride too, just as like a protective thing, and how you did the tunnels there. And let's look at the lift hill here. So that's a really good touch. So let's turn this back to nighttime. I'm just at a loss for words at all of this stuff. I mean, this is so good. Really, really well done. Really impressive. Wow. Wow. All right, sorry. I'm just like just kind of blown away at this park. So I kind of like almost zoned out there just with the loss for words at what we were seeing. So obviously here's the key or the cue for that one. Now we got Minerva. Really cool lettering. Obviously made out of pieces right there. So that's ovals. Yeah, really well done. I need to work with custom lettering more. Oh, excuse me. So Minerva, there's the key. Wow, I keep saying key. There's the cue. It's like 11 o'clock here, so maybe I'm getting tired. Who knows? I was planning on playing some more Far Cry 6, but we'll see. Once again, just phenomenal station. Operator's booth, great. And I love how you put a little window there. That's a really nice touch. And then you got, is there a door behind? Okay, good. I hope that door opens inward or outward instead of inward. And love the fireplace here. You just such a good job using the spooky set stuff. So this is a Typhoon coaster, Typhoon bar heist, but switch it out for Werewolf or floorless coaster. And obviously, as you can see, because of it being a bar heist station originally, just use four rows instead of the traditional 8 rows, or I guess it could be anywhere from 6 to 8 on those. But if we look at the stats, 6 to 10 miles per hour, 150 feet, G forces look good, number of versions 7, airtime count 5. Once again, I mean, you added just so many. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, that looks weird. The fact that you're able to have 3 trains running on all these coasters basically without them stopping anywhere is really impressive. And this lift hill is insane. We're going to have to come take a look at this afterwards. Well, we definitely saved the best for last. I can tell you that. I mean, just look at the detail of everything here. In this lift hill, this is insane. Wow, that is quite the impressive lift hill right there. That is just awesome. And then the whole, I mean, everywhere you go on this coaster, there's something. Like we already talked about this before, but it's even got the lights hanging there, kind of hanging sideways. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then you got this little tunnel. You got the rubble right here, so it's like the castle's been ruined. And then obviously you've got the serpent pieces kind of holding up the coaster at certain points. You got a little bridge here. What else did I miss? Oh yeah, this part before that we saw where you go, like what? Like I don't even want to. This is just crazy. How tedious that must have been to create the pieces like that. Just insane. Yeah, I mean this coaster is second to none. Not only is it ridiculously smooth, but it's a train coaster at times, and it's got this crazy theming. And once again, just utilizing the terrain pieces here. So like you got the serpent, you've got whoever this dude is, just insane. So that pretty much wraps it up. So we were actually able to keep this a fair amount shorter than I was expecting. And I definitely covered everything, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this park in terms of like what is your favorite part of the park, what was your favorite coaster. Make sure to go check out the previous video that Jasmine and I made over his first park, because that park was pretty insane, but then this one, like that was really good and amazing for a first park. But this one is just like it's just on a whole nother level. Um, this is impressive. Extremely impressive how you could take one theme like this and just create an entire park around it, and how you fit everything that you did into the park. And it's not even, excuse me, I just guess just yawned. Man, it's not even a PS5. This is a PS4, and look at this. Look at what was fit in this park. Really impressive. As I said, love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. What's your favorite coaster, favorite area of the park? I mean, I still love this little ride skin for that little kid's carousel. But make sure to hit that like button, guys. And as always, have a great rest of your day.